In this video, we're going to look at comparing fractions, some of the easier fractions. Now, with these two we've got by here, it's pretty plain which one is larger because they are both quarters. They are both the original object chopped into 4 pieces, one of those pieces. But on the right, we have 3 of those pieces, and on the left, we have 1 of those pieces. So the 3/4 is bigger than 1/4. When we look at it on this diagram by here, it's fairly easy to see that these 3 pieces are bigger than that 1 piece. What sometimes makes it difficult is that the denominator might be different. So by here, the 2 is different to the 4. And the trouble is then, although the 2 is actually means it's chopped into fewer pieces, so those pieces are bigger, you've actually got more pieces over here. I've actually drawn it by here, and we can see from this that the 3/4 by here, the 3/4, is bigger than the 1/2. But how would we tell that? Well, we can actually look at the half in terms of quarters. In other words, what I'm saying here is the circle on the left, this half, if we compare it to the right side, it's 2 of these pieces. The half is 2/4. And now I can compare 2/4 and 3/4, and because the denominators are the same, I can simply see that the 3 is bigger than the 2, 3/4 is bigger. By here, again, it's a little bit difficult in terms of the numbers. So we've got 1/2 and 4/8. 8 are smaller pieces, the original shape cut into 8, but there's more of them. When we compare them in a diagram, in a picture, we can now clearly see that actually it's the same the shape, same amount. But how do we tell when from the numbers? Well, if I change the half into 8s, it would actually become 4 of these pieces, 4/8. So the half is the same as 4/8, and now I can compare them. 4/8 is the same as 4/8, it's obviously the same. This one by here, we've got 3/4 and we've got 7/8. So 8s are smaller pieces. You've chopped the original circle into 8 parts, but you've got more of them. You've got 7 compared to the 3. So which one is bigger? In the picture, easy to see the 7/8 is bigger because we've shaded in more. But what we'll have to do here, when we're dealing with the fraction, is chop these quarters into 8s. So as you can see from a quarter here, there are 2 8s in that quarter. So we would have 2 by here, 2 by here, and 2 by here, meaning that the 3/4 is actually 6/8. So when we change the form of the fraction, what it looks like, so that the 2 denominators match now, the pieces are the same size, we can easily see now that 7/8 is bigger than 6/8 because the 7 is bigger than the 6. So the whole point of this is getting the denominators the same so that we can compare the numbers on the top. Don't worry about how we do that at the moment. That'll be in the GCSE videos, but that is how we compare the fractions and work out if one is bigger than the other when the bottoms, the denominators, are different. And notice as well how the numbers can look different, but the fractions can be actually the same. So 3/4 and 6/8 look different, but they're actually the same fraction.